Thanks everybody for watching part one, where we took this SS Camaro completely apart down to its bare bones, and now on to part two, where we put it back together, start adding some performance parts, and get this thing to where it needs to be a street king.
Thanks for joining along for everything so far. I hope you enjoyed this episode, but before we start, please make sure that you click that like, subscribe, and even the bell so that you know when our next video is coming out.
On to the action.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? It's the next day here at the shop, and I don't know if you noticed yesterday, we literally worked from sun up to sundown, so we are all super beat today. But we're gonna bust out some more work here, get this engine torn apart, get the timing cover taken off, crank pulley ripped off, and oil pan gasket replaced. Got to throw the new camshaft in there. Unfortunately, we can't go ahead and put the new heads on because they look like they were damaged in shipping. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of aluminum welding, get it grinded out and fixed. But we'll still knock out what we can today and go from there. Oh, got it. Jesus Cristo. Nice.
All right, should just drop straight down.
Oh, I'm holding the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Scrape it out.
That's some gasket that got all the way down in there from when we scraped the oil pan. So glad we're getting in here.
We just pulled the oil pump, now to the cam gear, out comes the cam, and goes the new cam. Set that somewhere fun.
Long boy.
Yeah, just rotate it and pull it out. You'll feel each cam journal as you go.
All right, got the front timing cover off, the camshaft out, all that. It's pretty much a bare block and rotating assembly now. Got the front mating surface all cleaned up for the timing cover, so when we replace that gasket, we got a nice good seal.
It's my recommendation we put the key member back on, then we can lower it down.
I think that's a good call.
I'm doing this by myself.
Okay, so we've just kind of been playing in the mud the whole time with these old parts. It's time to finally start opening up some of this exciting new stuff. Oh yeah. This is the stage 3 like we mentioned. Brian Tooley. Got all the cam specs here. Don't need those where we're going. What's going on, everybody? I have slipped up to the shop all by my lonesome, and I have my TIG welding gloves on. Don't tell Matt. Because I'm going to try something on my own here. The heads that came in for my car actually have a little bit of damage on them. So I'm going to show you that. Alrighty, so you can see some damage here. And again over here. And I've already started to file this down a little bit on the inside lip. And they're not major, but it does have to be fixed if I want my valve covers to seal, and I do. So, called around. There's a few machine shops in Springfield that just refuse to weld on aluminum heads. So, I've welded aluminum before, and I've got a spare set of heads. So, I'm going to just try it myself. I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm sure I'd figure it out even better if I consulted the help of Matt, but I would like to surprise him and impress him with my own independence. So here we go. See if we can get any sort of a puddle on here. Oop. And if we can get any sort of a puddle, we'll throw a little bit of filler in. And see if we can get any sort of a buildup and penetration that'll stick. Because it doesn't need to be a whole lot. It's just a couple millimeters we need to fill. All right, enough talking, let's weld. So just so you can see, guys, welding cast aluminum is really hard. I'm telling you, like, actual welders say no to this stuff, and I am not an actual welder. I have been welding for a couple of days. All I really did was melt filler rod on top of it. It'll probably break right off. Oh, nope. All right, so there is actually some penetration there. Cool. Well, that's all we really need, though, you know, is to put some metal in there, and then I can go in there and smooth it down. And just like that, never happened. I could probably get better. Or I could just try it. And again, on these new heads, I've just got a little bit I've got to fill in. And thankfully, it's just on the valve cover side. I would not be doing it if it was on the head gasket side. Comment now. Is this going to be a massive failure? Alrighty. Wish me luck. Boys, I'm impressed as hell. Look at that. I mean, I may have just one-shot it. Sorry guys, having trouble getting this to focus. Got the holy crap, I think I just did that adrenaline rush. That's gonna do just fine. Does it look perfect? Nope. Does it need to? Nope. Is anybody ever gonna see it? Nope. Am I really proud of myself for doing it? Yep. That's awesome. All right, well, I guess time to weld the next one. Now I'm fearless. Not trying to toot my own horn, but toot toot, just killed it. Whoa, almost. That's why you don't brag ever, because then you fall out of your chair. Alrighty. And that's what the final repair will look like. Or don't trust me and just see when we put it on the car and it doesn't leak oil in this episode. Well, I'm no longer alone at the shop. Matt, what do you think of my weld job?
I think you did a fantastic job, and it sounds like we might be picking up some work in town now.
No kidding. Yeah, I've had a lot of machine shops turn that job down, so I had to just do it myself. Now we are on to assembling the engine. Matt and I are going to throw the cam in here pretty quickly and go from there.
Stay tuned.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, if I break it, then I'll know what's broken, what to fix.
If you break it, then you'll know what's broken. Your car. Switch. That's not recommended. That's a pro only move.
You are in. That's it. Ooh.
But you want to just put the heads on?
Yeah, let's clean up the metal real good, and actually we need to do the lifters.
Yeah. Went with the ARP head studs for this build because we were planning on spraying it. Not sure if that'll still happen or not. Let us know if you want to see this car get sprayed with a 200 or 300 shot of nitrous.
We got Alex here doing a little machine work. Customized vacuum hose down to a smaller customized vacuum hose to make sure we don't have any coolant in these, so we will be ready to put in our bolts.
Good, baby.
I don't know if you can actually hear any of that, but that's what we're doing. All right, just finished the install of the new lifters. We got all of them in there. We're gonna take some time, clean up any of the oil that I got on the mating surface here for the gasket, and we'll get it cleaned up, and then time for the head gaskets, heads, head studs, zippity-doo-dah, they're done. Oh, and the lifter trays, we'll put those in there too. Now that we've cleaned the mating surface, we've got the new head gaskets on, and now that the new head gasket's on, time to grab the heads.
We got one head on, and Matt is throwing our ARP studs in there. We're gonna get those torqued down in sequence as their handy dandy instructions call for, and go on to the next side.
Yes, sir. Or both we're going to have. Now, maybe one.
So we got one side head on, studded up, torqued down. Matt's working on the other one.
One bolt at a time.
And we'll be good to go. Getting some midweek progress done on the build. Cams in, heads on, feeling good. Now that you see the weld job?
Yeah. And that should conclude the head install.
Nice. All right, well, like we said earlier, we're midweek, just kind of busting out some engine build stuff as we go. So Matt and I are starving. You want to go grab some steak and shake?
It's time for steak and shake.
I just wanted to take a quick second to interrupt this ridiculously awesome video to thank all of our current subscribers and to please ask anybody that's watching this video that's not currently subscribed, please click that button. It means a ton for us, and it helps YouTube recognize all the hard work that we're putting into this channel. So thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. Let's get back to the action. Got some final stuff here from Summit. Put our engine together. We got a GM crank bolt. We got a new timing gear. And then got an LS2 timing chain. It's just in the box. Kind of funny. It wasn't even in packaging or anything, just thrown into a gigantic box. And then last but not least, we didn't need it for the motor, but we needed it to put the front end back together. We went with some Viking shocks for the front. I'm pretty excited about that. So a lot of nice parts going on this car. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that hasn't been done before, but still nice stuff. I've always liked the black SS automatic F-bodies, so I'm building one how I would wanted it when I was 18, and I'll drive it for a couple weeks probably, because that's about how long it'll probably keep me entertained. Alrighty, so I'm going ahead and getting a head start on throwing the front part of this engine together. And we've got the cam in there, we've got the heads on, so we got to go ahead and throw on our timing gear and chain. We just got a new factory GM Performance timing gear, and then an LS2 timing chain, so a little bit stronger timing chain. I've never done this on my own, to be honest with you, but LS cars are probably the easiest cars to time, because all you got to do is just line up the two dots. All right, we should be good on that. We have the Melling high volume oil pump here. We've put just a dab of assembly lube in there and then some engine oil, because it's pretty much metal on metal there. So that's not how you want it to start. So I was just test fitting it there to make sure I could get it to go on with the oil pickup tube still bolted in there. It will. It comes with two different O-rings. It'll tell you how to figure out which one you need. Ours takes the black O-ring because we do not have a tapered fitting here. So we'll throw this bad girl on. I don't love that fitment. We'll see if it tightens up a little bit once the bolt's in there. Earl pump bolts right here. No gasket required between these two surfaces. Oil pumps on there. Probably ready to start doing the oil pan now, which we really need to put this on an engine stand. Been loving these bristle discs to remove pretty much any gasket material. Wear safety glasses when you use them though. Prepping for the oil pan gasket, unless you have other suggestions.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. Oh boy. You're adopted and the show must go on.
I believe I can soar. She sees me running for that open door. If you cannot shake the block, these need 25 feet-pounds of torque. Need some tire time? Got it.
All right, Alex and I have been scrubbing on this thing for a while now. You can see the pan's now a different color, so we can actually tell if it's leaking. Once we get this thing running again, looks pretty good. Thank you all so much for following along with our Camaro build so far. We did a ton of work, but we've got even more to go. Next time you're going to see us put the transmission back on the motor and into the car. Might even hear that cam thump for the first time and see some burnouts down the street outside the shop. If you liked what you saw so far, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you get instant notifications when our next video goes up. Thanks again for tagging along.